Hey guys, okay, so I have just seen episode 2 of Ghosts on BBC One, and it actually got me thinking what type of ghosts I wouldn't mind sharing a house with if they were that charming. And I have been doing quite a bit of research into historical characters. So, yeah, let's get on with it. Okay, I'm gonna start off with the female ghosts. Um, I I wouldn't mind having the ghost of Emily Wilden Davidson, Emily Pankhurst, Millie Fawcett, um, uh, oh, what's her name? Mary Wollstonecraft, and um, I think I don't know too much about this guy's history, but Lord Byron, I think he would be very interesting actually. And uh um maybe William Shakespeare would be interesting actually. Um and I would um Charles Dickens would be really interesting ghost to have, and I'll go through all my reasons why in a bit. Um uh Walt Disney. um and who else? I'm trying to think. Okay, I may do a part 2 on this if interested. Okay, but the girls first. Oh, actually, Jay and Barry. um, Mary Wollstonecraft. I think I'm really sorry if I mispronounce her name. Who turned out to be Mary Shelley. The reason I'll just call her Mary Shelley. The reason why is she can maybe give me more pointers on writing, help me out with my spelling. And I think she'd be a really interesting person to talk to. And I think she'd be really fun too. Um, and I would just love to hear about her life and what it was like for her to grow up in the time where women were literally property of men. Um, and leading on to that, Millie Fawcett, I would love to hear political stories about her rise in the campaign for the suffragettes. Um, Emily Walden Davidson. I would love to hear her stories of what her life was like. And obviously what made her want to do that. And obviously if you know your suffragette history, you know that she died in I think it was Epsom. I've kind of forgot where the race course was. I haven't read up on her lately, but I do know she died at one of the racetracks. But I'm forgetting at the minute history facts sometimes. But I would ask her why didn't she try to speak to him before the horse race? Maybe she wouldn't have died. And Emily Walden Davidson, I would love to hear more about her life from her perspective. I mean, we can guess from things we find out about them, but we never really know the true story. And Byron, just to really figure out what his point of view was on women writers or women in general. Simple as. I don't know too much about him, but I'm reading up and he's got quite a interesting life, I think. Sorry, I'm trying to word it in my head first. And if I missed anyone, I'll put them in the next video. Well, William Shakespeare, I mean, he would really help me with my vocabulary and spelling. But I think he would get a little bit irritating. But if he did, I would just politely say to him, leave me alone for a bit, please, and just explain why I told him. And Charles Dickens, I would love to hear about his life as well, and what his life was like growing up in the workhouse. And just to hear what he would have wanted to see if he had lived a bit longer. But I should point out that A Christmas Carol is over 100 years old, so even though he's dead now, his legacy lives on. So that be why I really wouldn't mind seeing his ghost, just to say, hey, look, this is what you left us, and it's brilliant. And obviously Walt Disney. I I would love to talk to Walt Disney and ask him how he managed to come from a quite strict and mean dad. I've just seen a film about Walt Disney and Mrs. Travis, Pamela Travis, or Helen Goff. Actually, I'll leave her till part 2 if you guys want to see, because I need to figure her out before I mention her. But she is definitely another ghost I would really love to meet. But no, I would just love to ask Walt Disney was hopes and dreams were when he was a kid. I mean, I know he brought us Mickey Mouse, and I would love to show him the care and love and devotion Disney still does. And I would show him my love and passion for Disney. Just anything like that. I'd really be curious to see what he would think of Disney and just to find out more about him. He's dyslexic, but now we know more about all these things. So that'd be really interesting. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. But those are my reasons. Sorry, it's not well thought out. But I've got like a lot on my mind, and I'm not really a person that analyzes a lot all the time. But those are my reasons for ghosts. I wouldn't mind having stay in my house for a wee while. And this is not a sponsored video. I just love the show, and it's getting me really hooked. And if you guys could see ghosts or talk to ghosts, who would you want to see? It doesn't just have to be related to sports, history, or art. It can be any ghost that you would find interesting enough to talk to. Can be from any country, and what would you ask them? What would you do? Would you like scream, faint, anything? But maybe best keep it clean. But yeah, but that's my take on the type of ghost I wouldn't mind hanging out with. Let me know your thoughts down below. To write or not to write, but for now, I must bid you good night and thank you for watching. Bye!